Alright, greetings. This is another adventure. It's about, it's like it might rain. I think it's just cloudy, possibly. So, it's Captain America somewhere over there. Okay. Alright, we're going, do some connections. Yeah, I've been connected to, well, we're about to find out what the hell I'm connecting to. Anything else other than, yeah, I'm gonna work on the rabbit today. There's areas of that I gotta be careful. I mean, it doesn't get much attention, but you never know. There's areas of the rabbit I want to go into that might be kind of edgy, maybe, and not in a good way. Oh, well, I guess when you see it, you'll know it, I guess. I'm a couple months, several issues in the future, so it's gonna be a while. The Alien theme park is the main thing. I thought about throwing Bill Maher in there as a transvestite or something like that. I'm still working on that as a baby or something like that, so we'll see. So yeah, I think I mentioned this about yesterday. I can't remember yesterday. Roger Stone got arrested at 6 o'clock in the morning. I woke up around 4 o'clock in the morning. Normally it doesn't happen like that usually. I mean it does, but and then yeah, it took me like maybe 5:30 by the time I finally went back to sleep, something around those lines. It was just kind of odd. It was usually I can sleep throughout the night, sort of, but something was up. Yeah, I figured it was talking about the aliens bringing them into our dimension or something like that. It had something to do with it, but there's other stuff. So either way, I don't know where the world's going. I guess we'll find out. There's always going to be mysteries. We're here to figure them out and light the fire of the higher consciousness. At least attempt to do so. So, all right, live free, blessings, and here we go. Greetings, via Pharaohs of Egypt, Illuminati energies. Greetings to you. Yeah, symbolism is very important to us to keep our vibration, keep our magic going. As yesterday, you can tell most of your society is blind to our existence or look the other way or just become manipulated and many want to be us, as you can see. In your celebrity realms, many wish to be superior over others, power over others. There are many of your governments, of course, that are connected to that. You don't have to mention names. But as your society grows itself up, becomes less of a child, because many are. Of course, not everybody's like that, but in your government realm is a lot of childish thinking, but that's also to keep you at a low vibration. Notice how that works. Even the billionaires, it's all just it's not necessarily an act, but technically it is in a lot of ways. Meaning that they're not knowing it consciously, they're acting like children because they want to keep humanity at a childlike state. Can you imagine if a lot of these wealthy individuals started acting more like grown-ups? You'll have a different world. So they're acting like children for a reason. Keep you at a low vibration, shut you down. It's an act, you can say. They're doing it very well. They're not able to grow up, many of them, because that's what they're programmed before they came into this world. So as you can say you're firing a lot of them, over time your society will shift into a higher dimensional energy. Yes, it's just an act. It's, of course, these individuals feel like they're doing the right thing by acting like a child. A lot of adults act like children. Sports, same thing. They just basically keep your world in a prison mentality. But as you awaken more, you will shift out of that. Not to say you can't be child, there's nothing wrong with that. But basically, it's kind of like a scar, a program. Many of the elite are not really ready for you to awaken either. They're having, yes, too much fun. So that's another thing. Many of them are not ready to let go of their power, because once they let go of their power, they got nowhere to go. But there is a good amount that are shifting, allowing more positive energies to come through. Meaning for this information to be found, no matter what YouTube does, doesn't really matter. You will be found no matter what. What needs to be found. Yes, it might make it harder, sort of, yes, sort of, no. But the awakening is gaining traction. And their higher ways are just trying to look the other direction. But realize also, because they don't want to lose their power, that will happen eventually. The norm that you see will be gone. Yes, what is called popular today will not be popular forever. More of the truth energies will be popular, and then we call it the dark elites will finally shut down. Yeah, the Pharaoh energies. Yes, we are part of the Illuminati consciousness, basically. The society is, yes, under our feet, you can say, sort of. We learn from you in many different ways, as not many of us willing to go as far down into negativity as many of you have. Yes, they're dark entities. We do learn a great deal. That is, a lot of your ancient souls are there, and many of them are. Darkness hides a lot of humor. Notice how your humor, your comedy, a lot of those are devil beings. You could probably pick some of them out. Louis C.K. is connected to it. He just basically wants to express himself, maybe not in the most nicest way, but in a lewd manner. You might see a devil energy around him. Is this devil energy out to hurt anyone? No. To satisfy himself? Yes. And some just have a funny way of expressing themselves. But realize also the other realities where they actually want you to do those things to get attention. Bill Clinton has done it in many cases too. So, of course, Bill Clinton's not exactly the devil you want to be around. That's more of like that's a demon. Yes, it's not one you want to be around. To absorb your vibrations. Hillary Clinton also has a demonic energy. Many of your politicians do. The reason because of mind control throughout the ages. Hillary is just a perfect spokesperson for the Illuminati, basically. Is she heading it? No. She's not in charge. If she was in charge, she'd be president right now. So obviously she's not in charge. So who's running the Illuminati right now is up to you to figure it out. It's not George Soros, as much as many of you might think so. But he is a puppet, just like most of are wealthy at this time. But as you shift out of the lower consciousness, you will see more of how the tricks are being done around your planet. And yes, theme park energies are quite humorous. Oh, humans want to be awakened, but in a way where it's very slow awakening. So this is why you have more comics, more alien stuff slowly being brought in, not the true alien vibrations that will happen eventually. You'll have no choice. Once you click into that reality, there's no going back. This is why it's taking a while to come in. Once you click into Arcturians and Pleiadians into your mainstream, yes, you're going to go further and further and further into their consciousness. This is why it's taking a while to fully come into your reality, but it is getting there. A lot of the old teachings are dying out, but not yet. And you can say this is part of the new teachings beyond the old. And the old is going to get very furious because they want to control the narrative. And maybe you don't want to control anything, you just want to be free. The more free you are, the harder it might get. Because you don't want to put any borders around anyone or anything. Others do. They think they control the narrative when they actually don't. A lot of souls here are just very slow at awakening. And some are taking advantage of it, basically. Always through healers, through psychics. But they don't always know what they always don't know what they're up to. But you're shifting out of the third dimension into a more disclosure dimension. Yes. And those energies are going to continue to get stronger in your society. As basically the hidden mysteries are going to come true. Let's go now. Blessings. Greetings, we have the Angel of 12. Angels of 12, greetings. One moment. It is true that yes, that your transvestites or your drag queens have a more understanding of sexuality than anyone on your planet. Some like to experiment with it. And other realities, you can go between male and female whenever you feel like it. And this one, they're slowly adjusting to that idea. Some find it also an easier way for some to awaken, to open themselves up. As for your directions here, yes, many of you humans are very connected to the feline, gone through a lot of their karma. Not just reptilian, a lot of it's feline energies, as they still have a lot to finish on other planets that they created and involved with, but lack the understanding of continuing it. This will be understood over time as you are unraveling your dimension. Not everything is known of why you are who you are, why you look the way you do. Some of you look the same you look on other planets, but felines have not finished this world, meaning that many of you incarnated to not necessarily finish it, but to explore it further, meaning because it went into darkness, many felines left. Many aliens left here because they just figured they cannot explore this incarnation anymore. It just became too wild, you can say. Just like you get tired of a ride and you want to jump off. You even say your theme park rides also are part of like trying something new, taking a chance and daring, and your whole society is like that, as you can see. A lot of it does end in death and abuse, but once again, going through some, yes, going on a roller coaster for adventure, but some going through abuse, through sexual, whatever it might be, or even war, to grow further, to get magic, to get knowledge. Realize the person that you're murdered by, you receive information from them. You even have a contract with them, meaning that you incarnate again somewhere else by a parent that might have murdered you in another lifetime, or vice versa, you murdered them. So talk about an energy of healing, but understanding you want to contract with this person, usually kill them. So this is why some beautiful celebrities get killed by an obsessed fan, because that fan wants to be part of their consciousness. To understand as many layers that are not completely understood, but you are unwrapping your planet. Many are having difficulties digesting a great deal of this for many reasons. They don't want to see the truth. in many ways, but your felines also have moved away from your society. Not all of them, quite a few of them have. So as you go into an upgrade, you will see some feline beings that are at a distance because they didn't know what to do with this place. As it dropped down into its lower dimensions, this is why the Anunnaki took over. This is why other species take over. And you feel like you've been alone. Even Palladians took over or left too. Many species left, so others of a demonic energy took over. Because your world wasn't fully dark in the past. It became even further because darker beings took hold of it. Because the positive ones didn't know what to do with it. Now it's even worse than it was before. There's many layers to understand it. Yes, it is a digestion that's not the easiest. But you are, yes, from the feline DNA. And through the Palladians, through the Syrians, you're still part of the feline consciousness. And now you're unwrapping yourselves through fiction to find yourselves. Now it's time, and the truth is very hard. Some, yes, go against like comics and fantasy. It's like, even like with channeling, like a movie sometimes makes no sense. Yes, the same thing over and over again. But some need to just digest the vibration of that. It's safe for right now. It's like, this is okay for right now. We're okay with hearing the same thing over and over again, but then it's going to get deeper. So you're preparing to go deeper into your consciousness. This is why many of the movies are the same, not all, but they have not taken as many risks just yet. And some of them might fail financially. That's another reason. Is because the message will only be a few that are ready to go that far into consciousness, meaning there's a lot of messages there, and it's very complicated. I imagine many of you can pick up on that. Yes, hopefully you can hear us because of the noise. It's a lot louder here than we thought it would be, but we can't manage everything. But yes, we're here. And even that, you can say some beings don't want to hear the full story. But the reason why some channelings are it's the warming of what's to come. And we are working with you. See, some channels are going further than others into a consciousness that might be really uncomfortable for some. But you can go back to the waters where you are comfort, because the radicalism is going to get more radical. So you're just in the early stages of radicalism, of channeling, where beings will start to appear. You're in the warm-up stages of that, basically. Of where when you channel a being, the being will actually start manifesting around the person. Now, some of you might already see this possible. So there's just a lot of layers that are going to be understood. But yes, the idea is to forgive humanity too for all its mistakes. And yes, it has not exactly been the most kindest vibration, as some of you realize. It doesn't want to always hear what's going on, and it gets very ruthless, and it fights back. It wants to keep the world in a prison. The prison world is going well for them. They're wealthy, life is good, but for others it's not so well, going so well. Many want to be free, where everyone can be wealthy spiritually, not financially. Blessings.